Hey everyone, and welcome to another night of Gadget Talk. Time to brainstorm, Chad. That's what we're working on tonight. We're brainstorming some new caches. I'm excited
Hoping to
about
get
it.
some of the listeners to brainstorm on this.
I am too. I hope everybody brought some great ideas coming in. Here's somebody.
I was just going to say that. We got great people in here.
We need to get his little book. 73 degrees in North Dakota. Wow, that must be
warmer
nice.
than here.
Really? It was like 97 degrees here in Memphis. I hope when we have
61 here,
we have a cold front. But it was pretty hot here today. Let's hear Santa Inez 82. Thank you, MacGyver and Flo has joined us. DS Mavis, Atlanta, Georgia, out or close to Atlanta suburbs. Scooby Loves Pooh from East Texas. Bell on the Move, of course, from out there in California. Mini Mag as well out from California. And we got a little bit of an announcement. That's next week, right? 21st. We'll get to that later. Something about maybe a little bit of Bell on the Move and some Mini Mag on there next week. Talking with them. Let's see here.
I don't think anything's confirmed on that.
That one. 90. Yeah, we're working on that. 90 degrees in Hattiesburg, Missouri. Hartsburg. Sorry, Hattiesburg. Hartsburg. So a lot of everybody joining us in tonight. DJ W House. His temperature is 101. You have a fever? Or is that outside? So, hope you don't have a fever.
Wow, hopefully that's 101.
Outside, near here. Wow. Yeah, it's been getting really warm. So stay safe. Please drink lots of water and stay hydrated wherever you're at, no matter what the temperature is. We all need to drink more water. But all right, Chad, we're going to get into some brainstorming stuff tonight. But before we do that, of course, we need to jump over and take care of our sponsors real quick. And then we will be right back, ready to do some storming of the brain.
If you have not become a patron of the Geocache Talk Network, what are you waiting for? Patron levels start as low as a Bison Tube level at $3 a month. To sign up is easy. Simply go to the Geocache Talk website and click on the Become a Patron button, or go to patreon.com/Geocache Talk. Patrons now get the famous Blackout coin, invites to special events, and other really great items throughout the year. Become a patron today.
Logwork, the creators of the fantastic logbook, made with genuine Write in the Rain paper. The logbook's designed for the micro containers of the present and future, geared towards the hider who'd rather go caching than doing cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. That's LOGWERK.com.
Have you subscribed to FTF Magazine yet? FTF Magazine is the #1 geocaching magazine available. It is a quarterly magazine that you can be part of. Submit your geocaching milestones and adventures to be published. FTF Magazine is also interactive with puzzles to solve and the hunt to find Spartacus. If you can solve the puzzle or find Spartacus, then you will be entered in to win a special pack tag. Every new subscription, you will receive a special swag pack. Subscribing is easy. Just visit FTF's website, ftfgeo.com. Don't miss out and subscribe today.
Well, they're having fun in the chat already. Tom Brotherman, clicked on the wrong one. I got a fever, and the only cure is more gadget talk. I figured that would be puzzle talk. For you.
Yeah, Tom.
Anyway, yeah, Tom.
That's okay. We'll take it.
I love it. GCS. I'm just gonna take that one off here since 59 degrees wherever he's at. We're just taking that out of there now. We're jealous.
61 here, so we're pretty close.
What do you have?
61.
Oh, that's nice.
We've had last weekend was the wettest weekend in I think ever in January.
Huh. All right.
But
anyway. So let's get into some brainstorming, Chad. What are we kind of looking? Oh, and I did see the Bell on the Move said they're all in. So we'll get to that later.
Okay.
All right. So what do we got?
So we have nothing yet. What we're going to come up with is something, hopefully. So we really want to utilize our listeners to come up with a cache. So we're going to create it and design it, hopefully here with the listeners. So I have a couple options for containers, but if you can think of something, a puzzle, anything while we're doing this, make sure you throw it in the chat. and give us your opinion on what you want it to be, what you want it to look like, kind of.
Right.
We're kind of limited on what we have, but one of my thoughts is if we don't do a cache that goes on a building or goes out live, we could actually do a puzzle box or something that we can find at either Cache Fest or one of the other events coming up here. So
yeah, there's a few megas
options
coming up pretty soon. So
yeah, there's a few.
something.
There's a good one down in Memphis, I hear.
Yeah, it's next month. It's
Jeez.
first event starts July 13th. First two events.
At the main event. The main event starts.
Main event and stacks. So get some pancakes, get your fuel for the day. Then main event that night. Thursday, we are at the escape room. And that's on a Thursday. So kind of a shameless plug here. That Thursday, I was thinking about this earlier. Usually I release a video on Thursday. We're going to go live from that event for Behind the Cache that day. So,
fun.
You're going to be there? Yeah, I just thought of that. I was like, you know what? I'm going to be down there.
We're going to video bomb that.
We're going to be so busy that week anyways. It's like I'm not going to have time to make a video. So let's go live at the event as a Behind the Cache down there at the event. So if you're at that location for that day, we may go live several times. So there may be 3-4 different videos as we're going along that day. But we'll be going live from down there. So love to have you guys there. I know Bell on the Move and some other ones are going to be down there with me down there as well. Plus, of course, Chad, we're going to be together. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So, okay, containers.
Cool. All right.
Yeah,
so containers. Yeah, no worries. That's fine. We don't mind tangents. No, just joking. Yeah, it was related to everything we have going on. So my portable table. I tell you what, this rolling garbage can that I have with the board on it is the biggest saver for me. Seriously, right. It's a garbage can when I need it, and then a table. I don't have to have an extra table. So one option, whoops, that wasn't the right thing, is using this 100 amp breaker as a cache. And this one, I actually have a couple different buildings that are asking for a cache. So I thought it'd be fun to build one in here. And then, so that's one option. And if you see a lot of my caches, if you've been to any of my caches or seen them, I use these 100 amp panels all over the place.
Right. That was similar to one that you used at
same one
casting for the blocks, right?
Yeah. Well, not the same one, but the same
style,
same panel, but not the exact same panel, not the exact same box, but yes, same one. The other thing I thought is I've had this sitting in the background. We made this, but I haven't done anything to it. So we can make one, this like an event cache maybe that you find, and it's just, of course, is empty. So we can make something to go in this for you to find at an event. So that's another one. And then we can put one in a Pelican case. I have several different sizes of this that we could do for an event. I don't think I'd put this out in the wild. And the last one, which I didn't grab, was an ammo can. We can do one in an ammo can as well. So let me know what you guys think.
So which container? Those. So let's just throw this out. Which container do we want to start off with? Do we want to start off with the Pelican case? Do we want to start off with the red case, an ammo can, and then what was the other one? The other one was the sci-fi. You talking about this one? That's the red case. That's the sci-fi red case.
Or
we have the Pelican style,
our panel and the Pelican case,
or the breaker box. So
breaker box or ammo can.
Put it in the chat quickly, because the most votes is what we're going to start making the container off, and we're going to start brainstorming from that. So this tonight is going to be very interactive because we want you to be part of it. That's what's going to make this a lot more fun because we want to build your cache tonight. So I'm waiting for the chat to come in.
The chat is really
coming in slow. Come on. Thompson are probably trying to type something. All right. So we got panel ammo. We got one. Bell and Move is saying ammo can. Mini Mag is saying panel. Scooby. So we got two for the panel now. Let's go. Do I hear? What I heard? We're going to be. Like the breaker box.
Looks like we got three for the electrical box.
3 breaker boxes. All right. We're waiting on this. I feel like I'm an auctioneer waiting on for stuff coming in. Do I have the sci-fi box? Do I have the sci-fi box? Do I have one for the sci-fi box? Let's hear ammo can. 2 ammo. Oh, we have 3 ammo cans and 3 of that. Hats off to electrical blocks. So four breaker box, ammo can. We're back to 5. All right, we got tiebreaker 5 sold. Anyway, yes, ammo. Well, it's ammo cans pulling ahead. So let's see.
I go back and count that now.
Yeah, go ahead and count those real quick. We got a panel. We got an ammo can. It's pretty neck to neck on ammo can and panel. So I think the sci-fi box is out. So nobody.
Yeah, no one likes my sci-fi box.
Nobody voted the sci-fi box. Nobody voted the Pelican case. So I wish there's another ammo can. Oh, all right. Larry's putting ammo can in there 3 times, so that doesn't count. That's only 1 vote.
I noticed that as well.
That's right. Like, where are we at? So
5 ammo cans.
Okay. Got 5 ammo cans. It's gonna be pretty close.
It looks like 4 electrical panel boxes. So, well, we can do the ammo can. It looks like the ammo can has 5 in the electrical box. I mean, double check my math.
Darren does have a good point here. A lot of people are about to, even though Chad puts a sticker that says cache on there, is fundamentally against any cache that looks like or is around any electrical assets. So that's good. A lot of people are, and that's fine. Electricity can hurt. Electricity is good for your house, but it's not good to run through your body. All right, so ammo can. So there we go. There's what we're going to be doing.
Ammo can.
All right.
Okay. Sure. The one thing I didn't pull down.
We haven't done one in an ammo can for a while. So now, let's think of a puzzle. So now, start putting puzzle ideas in the chat of what we can do for this ammo can. Now, we're not going to be building this cache tonight. This is going to be probably stretched over the next few weeks. Once again, so put it in the chat.
Okay.
We're going to our contain. So we have our container. Our container is an ammo can.
Yeah. So technically, I guess I have 2 different ammo cans we could use. Let me see if this has anything in it.
Right,
sorry. Yeah, I'm a little short here.
Hey, I've been short all my life. So, ooh, that's a different ammo can.
So yeah, this is just a longer one. We did a few builds in this one, or ones like this. Let me move this ammo can. Everybody knows what this looks like. So this is, I can give you measurements here. Just a larger, slimmer type of plastic ammo can. But yeah, we've done a couple builds on this one. Here, it measures, let me see if I can grab a tape measure.
It looks about 13 inches across.
Does it? And of course, my tape measure's in the other room here.
All right, so we're getting
never
some people
where I want it
coming
to
in.
be.
Mini Max says 50 cal can. Larry Dickinson says all mechanical, please, no electronics. Oh, it's 15.
So is this one here is, yeah, I mean, the inside dimensions would be
about 15.
something like, yeah, actually the inside is 13.
Okay.
Is that what you said?
I said that it looks like something looks 13. Yeah.
Yeah, so the inside dimension here is 13 and a quarter.
Okay.
By 9.
By 9, 13 and a quarter by 9. About
4 inches deep. Yeah.
All right, so we got no electronics. We got mechanical. Somebody's wanting DS Mavis is wanting a wireless receiver required beacon attribute. Let's see here. Plastic ammo can is better for RF signals. So yeah, so I
want to try and make it mechanical. I agree. I don't know if I want to do a lot of programming.
We haven't.
We'll see where it takes us.
A mechanical one in a while.
Yeah, we'll see where it takes us.
Darren saying
so. What do we
player?
So use some kind of sound system.
Mm-hmm. We could. Okay. I mean, still even with a mechanical, you could have an MP3 player in there to give directions.
You could
do a sound module, just a simple sound module that you can do directions on it.
So the nice thing about using, I'm going to take this off. There we go. Lids get in the way when you're building.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't know that the lids come off of those. So,
yeah.
Surprise. Spoiler.
Yeah.
That's why when I put an ammo can out, I make even the metal ammo cans, the lids will come off. So when you're securing it to something, I put a bolt with an eye hook inside of it and put a lock on that where the chain comes through with a lock on there, and that'll secure it differently. I actually secure the can itself, not through the handle or the top. Actually, drill a hole into the side of the can and put it in there. So that's kind of what I do there. All right, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go to the build can. I'm gonna look through these chats here real quick.
Okay. So
I think
I was gonna say nice,
like mechanical. I think we're gonna do a mechanical one.
But what ammo can? Should we just start building it and figure out what it's going to fit in better?
That might be an idea. So, okay. I'm sorry. Darren was saying I just did one that you have to identify 8 songs from the 80s. That'd be awesome. DS Davis is saying I am embedding a programmer by profession, so always photo electronics. Though they certainly can be time consuming. Yes, they can be. So, all right, mechanical.
We do a lot of electronic ones.
So what do you have there now, Chad? What is that another?
Well, I was going to mention, and this isn't the one I have, and I'm thinking the one I have is, well, it's in another one of my drawers. I don't know. I usually try and keep them all together. The nice thing about these bigger ammo cans is if you don't want to build a locking container, you can buy these ones here. And my other one's a little bit smaller and it actually fits right inside here. This will fit still, and you can mount it in here, and then put your puzzle in, and then you have an automatic container already. But I can't find my smaller ones, so never mind. Plus, I kind of like making stuff, but that's a way to kind of cheat everything. It also works very well. I use these also inside the 100 amp the panel.
Okay.
That we have here. I use these will fit right inside there, and they work out really well.
Okay. Tom is saying make it require an air pump to do something.
Oh.
Dave Wagner saying Cryptex.
Dave is really good at making some Cryptexes.
He is. I've made one. I had one down in Florida. That's Florida, wrong state. I had one in South Carolina that I archived because, well, I'm not there and I couldn't fix it. But yeah, it was a Cryptex inside of a birdhouse. It was really cool. I had a video on there on that one on my channel. But yeah, I like Cryptexes. I've wanted to make another one myself, and not necessarily 3D printed.
Yeah. Scooby
Loves Pooh says, I like the air pump idea.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm trying to think how you would do that. Anyways,
that's what I'm thinking. It'd be cool. So we used to have one here where there was actually a pipe in the ground sticking up like almost an empty post.
Right.
In a field, and you'd have to pump it up and then hit a button and it would shoot that thing. From what I hear, I didn't find it, but what everybody told me, it'd shoot it a couple 100 feet in the air.
Oh, wow.
And come down. And it was actually pretty cool, but obviously we can't fit that in the ammo can.
All right, so Larry's saying sliding mechanism where you have to turn the ammo can upside down to open it. So you'd have to maybe a hidden puzzle that you do like this, and it like something would hit a trigger it, and it would open. I don't know. I'm trying to think what that would work. Using simple gravity. Dave is saying 4 pictures, the Cryptex with word solution, and the common theme of the 4 images. That's a cool idea. I like that idea. I don't know if we'll use it for this one. I don't know.
Cryptex. I'm just trying to think of how that would work.
Yeah.
You line up the 4 images that match.
Mm-hmm. Right? Instead of letters. Mm-hmm. So you may have like a pictogram like on the lid, and you see it could almost look like random, but it would be something completely like maybe has like a puddle in one, a pond in another picture, a fish, and then maybe a shark. Well, they all have something water. So then you're down here, you see different water images or something like that. I don't know. Something like that you might be able to do in there. Tom says he likes the idea for the puzzle.
You know what puzzle
I was
would
almost
be
thinking
easy?
of a slide puzzle is what I was thinking.
A slide puzzle would be good. The other idea is a simple one using reed switches, or I guess, let me see here if I can find it.
Tricache's Chad, the North Dakota Chad, says 4 dials on each of the corners. So you could kind of have I have one that's similar to this maybe, but maybe you have it set in so the whole lid comes off, maybe. So you have to figure out what the puzzle is, and you have to set those dials to a different thing. That's a real simple mechanical piece because it's a dowel with a not a dowel, but it would be the bottom of it would have like a circle, and one side would be cut off so it actually fit into the latch, so it'd come off, and you have to figure out where it lines up. That's one. That's a cool idea. All right, so what do you have there, Chad? It looks like
I could
pentagram.
Yeah, so this would be an easy one to do, to where you just use simple magnets and reed switches to open up a door. Because Tom mentioned puzzle, but the 4 dials in each corner could work. In fact, trying to think what
about, okay, here's an idea. If you couldn't see the magnets and it was a huge tanagram and you don't know where the use baby latches and you don't know where those are, and you have to put the tanagram together right, and once you got the tanagram right, you could actually lift up the lid to get into it.
So I recently thought about one.
Larry says reed switches is electrical, not mechanical.
Yeah, it's close enough. We're not using any kind of microcontroller.
Larry says, yes, baby latches.
Baby latches would be easy. I mean, you could do it. Well, that'd be expensive. I was saying you do a whole bunch and have the cache in one only. But what's in here? Let's see. So I have these switches here. Yeah, we could do in the 4 corners.
All right. I'm trying to see what you got there.
Yeah, I'm coming up here. So this is the switch here, or the rotary dial.
Okay.
Let me get the knob out for it. Here's a knob. Pretty standard knob. So we could put it in and use it as a puzzle that would actually create a switch. So you could put them in the 4 corners. If you line up the puzzle, it could open a door. We'd have a button you'd have to push, a momentary switch. That way it doesn't drain any battery or burn anything out. There is a way to do that, and you can see it clicks. Doesn't turn all the way around. And what we could do is, let me step in my other room here. I happen to have these things that I saved, and I've been wanting to use them for a while here on a cache.
Well, I think we may have some complaints because this is going electrical and not mechanical. But Darren says those ones look like they adjust from 2 to 12 positions. Is that correct? The little dials that you had there?
I'll have to look and see, but he's probably correct.
Okay. So, yeah, I like the kind of the corner idea. So we're looking at 4 dials, 1 in each corner, and now we got to decide how we are going to do it. If it's going to be a little bit electrical, but if we're doing electrical, it's going to be simple electrical, not necessarily a Arduino board or.
Well, maybe we think of 2 ideas and come up with 2 different ideas.
Right. And who knows? We may do 2 versions of this too. So we'll see what happens.
I have a bunch of these stickers that have different numbers on them that can go in the middle of the dial. So you can actually use them to figure out a combination or a code. That's not a sticker.
No, well, it's a happy face.
Well, it's a sticker.
Hey, Chad, you just got a smiley on the show.
Yeah, that's right. That doesn't happen every day. So we could use these for that. I have a whole bunch of these that I've been saving, and I don't know why, or why I know why, but I didn't know what I could use them on. But this might be a good one a dial to use them on to come up with certain numbers. Some of them, and I'm not a puzzle person, but if you look at some of these, they have multiple numbers on them. So I wonder if there's something on there you can do with that.
Right.
I
don't know.
So anyway, that would be fun to do. What is this? Oh. The other idea, if we don't want to go with dials or do a separate one, is trying to think here.
Okay, so Bell on the Move is saying Romacats posted one on Facebook recently. 2 dial locks are visible when you open the door. The dials are held on by magnets. They are removed and used to open 2 baby latches.
So the dials are actually
Decoys.
a red herring on that.
Yeah, red herrings. That
sounds cool. Like something that Doug would come up with.
Definitely sounds like Doug.
That's cool. So we could do that. We could do a dial system that has the half moon or the.
Whoop! We just lost Chad. All right, so he'll be back in just a minute. Don't know what happened there. So we're looking at doing a dial system. We're trying to figure out how it's going to happen. He was talking. Looks like he was saying about a half system. So we'd have the dials somewhere in that. But yeah, so continue to put in the chat your ideas of what you want to see. Andrew, I haven't seen that Rumacats one, so I got to go look for that one. Send me a link real quick if you know where it's at, and I can probably pull it up, and we can look at one of that cache, kind of give us kind of a brainstorm idea. Quincy Cryptoid says he likes an Enigma machine idea. Well, that'd be almost like a Cryptex Enigma machine, maybe something like that. That would be pretty cool. I like that. Larry says, I have 35 gadget caches out, and I have found that mechanical caches very rarely need maintenance. I've made a few with Arduino, etc., and they always require maintenance due to dampness in the winter. Very true. Very true. It's because of the components on there that we'll have to have that. That
was strange. It was me who went out this time. I was sitting there talking, no response, and I'm like, Derek's quiet. That's not normal.
No, TriCache says Derek makes he wants me to make the mechanical, and Chad makes the electrical one.
It's okay with me.
That would be pretty easy because I kind of already made one like that. So I have some ideas, but I would do it differently than I did last time. I can tell you that. There's some new ideas that I have how to do that.
Sorry, I'm reading Larry's comment here.
Yeah.
Arduinos. I have a lot out. In fact, I just archived one that's had an Arduino in it for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. Not had any issues with it, but it also isn't one that you can pick up or move around.
Yeah.
And everything. It is in the weather, but it's in a sealed container.
Right.
So
I know Chad, North Dakota Chad, has quite a few electrical ones that, of course, it gets winter up there pretty well in North Dakota. And his lasts pretty well, but it's the containers that they're housed in. So that's really cool. All right, Chad. Looks like they're.
I don't know where I left off at.
Okay, I'll tell you in a second. But it looks like they're calling for you to do a little bit more of an electrical one, and I do more of a.
It's okay with me.
Of a mechanical one. Larry's sitting there chanting it. So that's a great idea. Challenge them. We vote for our favorite. A contest.
So did you see the part where I was mentioning that this has several numbers? I don't know where I dropped off.
Yeah. It was.
Okay.
You were about to show the container, and we were talking about splitting it, in some aspect.
Oh, okay.
That's where we were at.
Anyway. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know if this went on across here, but this is kind of all part of the building process where, we got to pick a container and then figure out what we want to do for a puzzle and build one, try it, figure out where it fails, fix it,
Right.
Put it on the shelf of shame, all that stuff. So, okay. Well, what do we decide here on this one tonight?
All right. So we decided I think you're going to be using this one. Are you all still wanting you want me to use an ammo can too? Because I have a couple of ammo cans. I'm looking up on my shelf right now. I have a shelf up here. And I have a good size ammo can. I think that would be really good for this one.
No, let's use the same one. So if you don't have this one, let's see if we can get you one sent over to you.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have that one. So yeah, that would be really cool. That way
remind me of the show when we're done to shoot you one over, or to mail you one out or order you one. And that way we're working with the same container, so they can actually see the two different examples in the same container.
Okay. And I'll show my steps of it being built on my channel. I'll show different aspects of it here, but we'll do crossover events on my channel, and I'll show different aspects of it being done, depending on how long it takes. I mean, it may take a day. It may take whoever. It depends on what's going on. Will say this, since I'm the only one in Memphis right now, and there's an event in less than a month.
There is,
and I got caches to put out. I may be doing short videos to get in and get out. So
I think that's kind of understanding.
So yeah, so So this next few months, this next month, and maybe some different stuff. I do know I have a trip on the.
See, I think this should be separate. I think you should do the electrical one, and I should do the mechanical one.
No.
So the other idea was to actually make something for this to fit in.
Oh, I missed it. Oh, there it is. Oh, wrong one.
Okay, no worries.
There it is.
There we go. Sorry. Yeah, for this thing to fit into, which would be kind of fun. But maybe we can do that before the event. I was planning on going over something before the event, but if we don't come across it or can't get to it, we could do it after the event as well.
Right.
I'm sure there'll be a lot of these floating around. 130 of them or something like that.
So saying excuses. Hey. Yeah. Well, I just remember something. Not this next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after. I'm going to be traveling because I'm going to be doing. He's not on. I don't think he's in the chat tonight. But Merlin 1392, I think is what it is. We are going to be doing a dive cache on Wednesday, and I will be. I should be out of the water on Tuesday, so I'll probably be able to join. But I don't know in what location I'll be at and what my signal will be at. So I'll be able to join, but it may be on my cell phone, and we will be joining in that way that night, because I will be in around Bristol, Tennessee. So all the way across the state from where I'm at right now to go do a dive cache. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a 5-5 virtual. So it's going to be kind of a crazy cache. So, but that's not this. So yeah, let's go back on this. I'm just trying to think
that's okay.
Our build time.
So are you going to do a mechanical dial one? And I'll do electronic dial one?
Yeah, you're going to be doing the electric. I'll be doing the mechanical.
So they'll both be dials.
Yep, we'll both be dialed.
Okay, perfect. Dang it, you get the easy one. That's okay. Actually, this won't be hard.
Famous last words.
Yeah. Shoot, I could cut that dial system in wood out real quick.
Yeah, well.
For me.
Yes.
Anyway, you know what? If we come up with something that works out good, maybe that's a kit we can sell.
Who knows? Yeah, and well, the thing is, I mean, you have a few tools that I don't have, like CNC machine and some other stuff that makes it a lot easier. I'm not to the point of where Bell on the Move is with just having a jigsaw, but there's some stuff we'll be able to do. So it's been a while since I've done one in an ammo can. So this is going to be kind of fun. It's going to be a little bit different for me.
Nice.
All right.
Okay. So, do you see what Larry here said?
Yeah. Add a decoy to it in the gadget box as well.
Yeah. Sorry, I pulled that up and down real fast.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I will figure. I'm trying to figure out what.
Okay, so dials. So are we going to do them in the 4 corners? And then have
Well, it depends on how you want to do it. I guess it depends.
For yours, the easiest would be a line, right? A row.
Depends on how it opens. If the whole top part comes up and it's separate, or if it's on a hinge, it really depends on what it's going to be. Now, would you recommend it being in plexi, or would you recommend it being in wood inside that? Because my other one that I have with the dials is in wood, and so
I think
I'm
most
thinking
of the people would do wood.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
I don't know what I'll do. Probably plexiglass.
Sorry,
more than likely.
I'm reading. Yeah, I know you. It's just because you can cut it in the Glowforge. Just reading this. Scooby Loves Spoof says if Derek can fit a birdhouse in an ammo can, he will be good.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll do mine in wood or plexiglass. I like the plexiglass because obviously we're gonna need something that opens with mine. I'll have to have a hinge and a door that opens.
Right, and that's easy to do it with, or a lot easier to do it with plexi that way.
You know, it'd be kind of fun, a multi-person one, either where you had a bunch of buttons you'd have to push. But what if you had a center part that opened and you had 4 of these? And you got to have 4 different magnets at one time to open it. It may take more than one person to open to get the container out. I don't know. Just thinking. We were stuck with the dial way. Our dials don't change direction now. Okay, so my idea is going to be right now. Well, I have 2 options. We'll see how it works out with my design. Okay. I'm either going to have dials in the 4 corners, or I'll have 4 of them along the bottom. So either 4 corners or 4 along the bottom. And then we're going to have to figure out what to do as far as a puzzle goes.
Yeah. Well, and I'm trying to figure out on mine, since I'm going to be doing the mechanical, I'm trying to figure out the puzzle of what you could do.
That'd be fun.
I have an idea kind of for a puzzle if it's doing dials and it would be numbers to be able to figure out what the numbers are. That'd be kind of cool. And that one just broke.
No. That'd be fun is to use something like this in there to where you got to find the key and open it up.
Oh,
that would be kind of a fun one. I'm not going to change the direction now. Even if you had a servo inside, once you put the dials in the right thing, it could open. Oh, I got the key in upside down. I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Just trying to think of different ways to make them without using a lot of electronics. I like the look of that and I like the gears, but I don't know if that's actually going to end up working out for this one or anything.
Yeah, I like that too. It's really cool. Some of the Ford, if we go back a few shows, if we remember when Dave was on and he had the puzzle box that we're creating for Cache Fest that everybody's going to get to make, he's got a version of it where it has 4 dials on the tops to open that way. I mean, that's basically mechanical wise. That was basically what we're making, but in a bigger version. But I don't want to do quite like that. I have a cool idea how to do the puzzle. The dial system's pretty easy. I think it's the puzzle idea that would be really cool, and to be able to make it look. And aesthetics is going to be the cool part on this too. So, what kind of aesthetic do we make it so it does different things on it? And I'm thinking on mine, you're either going to have to bring a tot, or there's going to be a tot provided. MacGyver and Flo says set the basic rules, and we all should build one just to see competition.
Would love
is good
it
for builders. Yes.
If you build one, let us know. You can come on.
Yeah, come on with
2 weeks. So next week, not next week, but the week after, we can have you on, and that's when we'll talk about our or show our final builds.
All right. So DS Davis is saying, how about a something sequence. It jumped on me. I'm gonna have to look that up. Google is my friend.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
So, DS Mavis, explain what that is exactly. Gary knows what it is, evidently, but I'm kind of lost on that one right now. I'll look it up while you talk, Chad.
So, what kind of puzzle would we end up doing to make these work? Would we do?
See, I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to reveal it yet.
Yeah, but that's all part of building the cache.
It is. It is.
What are we? Don't talk about the one you want to do then. Talk about something different. One thing that I like to do. I did
kind of a video on something like this. I really like magnets. I really do. I think they're really cool. They're fun. They're non-mechanical, and you can do some really cool stuff with them. I think I want to do a puzzle of some aspect using magnets in some aspect of it. And either it's releasing the baby lock, or you have to do the magnets help you reveal a code of some sort. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of how. I'm kind of on the fence of which way I want to go. I'm thinking of some aesthetic wise that would be really cool, of some stuff that would be on the top of the lid that you could do. And using that airbrush that you got me for my birthday and stuff like that. I'm really enjoying that and doing some different stuff with that. So one
thing when I'm thinking about puzzles, and I'm not a big puzzle person, especially when I'm thinking about different ways to put them, or the different deciphers. One thing that I do is I go to this book here, and if you haven't seen these books, this has lots of different deciphers in it and codes. It's good to have in your bag whenever you're going somewhere anyway. But these books here is what I go to that will actually give you all kinds of ideas. There's so much stuff in here to look at and to go over. And so maybe I'll do one language on one and then have another one for the numbers on another, and you got to match them up. I don't know. I don't know how that would work. I'm not a puzzle. We should get together. Maybe I'll get together with one of the puzzle people and have them figure out the puzzle for me. Too bad we didn't have one here listening to us.
Yeah. Okay. So I've solved these two. Sorry, I finally found out what that sequence is. I was like, I solve those just about almost every day, and I didn't realize that's what it was called. So yeah, it's basically it's a math equation where here's an example. It goes 0, 1, 1, 2. So the two numbers before the 2, you add those two together, and it gives you the 2. Then the third number you'd add 2, and then it says the 3, so you get 5. And then the 3 plus 5 equals 8. And then the 8 plus 5 equals 13. 13 plus 8 equals 21, and so forth. So that
I actually have a puzzle. I have a puzzle box that does that. I didn't know that was called.
That's what that's called. So yeah, that's okay. That's how do you pronounce it? I'm looking at Fibonacci sequence. So good to know. Hey, and the vocabulary for today, the word for the show tonight is Fibonacci sequence. Anyway, okay.
I mean, we could do an easy process of elimination one too as well, but we'll stick with. I'll figure it out. We'll figure out something
right
to do the combination with. So yeah, so we'll have a top. I think I'll do the 4 knobs in the corner and a door in the middle. I think that will be pretty much it. Might need to have a spot in it to have the instructions as well. Maybe on the bottom side of the lid.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You can put it on the lid.
Or on the, yeah. Yeah, that might work. Be kind of fun. So I've always been a fan of when we actually need to either watch a TV show or listen to a CD story to figure out the puzzle. And I've been a big fan of that. And it would be fun to make something like that. Could you, if you scanned a, what's that code called?
QR code.
QR code. Could it take you to a site that actually has like a story or audio? So it'd be kind of fun to have a QR code.
The easiest way that you can do it is put it up like, I mean, we can set it as a Podbean thing, or we can set it to a YouTube, an unlisted YouTube channel, or not a list channel, but video, and it would have the audio on there. You can do a lot of stuff. I mean, the QR code, you can send it anywhere, and you can just scan it with your phone.
Do we have audio from the going caching program that you guys did? I wonder if we could do a puzzle out of that. Yeah, I mean, it's not too long, and it's kind of fun. It's geocaching related.
It's not short either.
What is it, like 8 minutes or something?
No, it was like 20.
Oh, was it? Well, that's fine. They gotta invest some time to find it. I have no problem with that. I have one that, I have that one that people spend an hour and a half to 2 hours to find. So it's
how long were we out there? The one at going caching? How long? We were out there for what? Over 2 hours watching somebody try to get into it.
That was, but that's the issue is when you jump in when 20 people's already done it and the puzzle's taken apart and you don't understand where what is and what's going on.
Pieces are already broken.
Yeah, I mean that's but that one would take a long time.
Yeah.
That kind of a puzzle. So
I'm trying to read this.
Google Drive.
Okay, so Larry's mentioning one. Okay, so he's saying simple combo lock to secure the door. Magnets embed and inside of ammo can with numbers on the outside. The numbers of the combo lock will be indicated by touching the magnet with a steel rod on the outside of the box. Then clues to get the correct order of the numbers. So we've done something like this on here before with the ammo can, and we had the numbers on it. It had magnets on the inside, and you had to run a key or aspect of it. I have
mine.
I have one right up here on my wall up here too that's never gone out. It's kind of been there. So we've done one of those before. So that you could use that as a puzzle. That's really cool. Yep, there it is. There's a which one are you going to? Which camera? There it is. So that's a metal one.
Yeah. So this one just has all the numbers except for that side on it to figure out with a magnet.
However, the magnet sticks to the entire can.
Well, unless depending on how strong it is. So. That's why it's on the shelf of shame. And I was like, I'll just take the stickers off and reuse them. Reuse the ammo can right after the show. And those stickers are permanent. They do not come off. So this ammo can is a permanent shelf of shame unless I can sand it and paint it.
So, Martin says, pick a line from Roots. Nice and easy. Tom is saying, make a YouTube video where you give all kinds of clues to come up with whatever you decide is needed.
Actually, it'd be fun to make a video that you have to watch that is included in a whole series.
Yeah,
that would
be cool.
I know that there was.
You ever did this one? There was an adventure lab. It was a locationless adventure lab. It was the huge thing a couple years ago that they hadn't put there's only like two of them that you could do. Project GC did one, and then there was one that came out right after that. They had a video that you had to listen to a song, and you had to count how many times the chorus or something like that repeated or to get the code for the next section. And it was really a lot of fun. And I know Adventure Labs are supposed to be location based. That one was really cool. The only reason is because so many people all around the world started working together on it. And I thought that was a really cool aspect of it. But that's when geofencing, you can only go this far about.
Yeah.
People push limits. And so, but that was, I completed it and it was a lot of fun. But seeing a video like that, that's really cool. I've seen another one, the series that was in South Carolina for the eclipse that came across South Carolina a couple years back. There was some videos that you had to watch to figure out the codes on that too. Some images and had numbers in different places. I don't know if it's still there, but that you had to figure that out as well.
I think a fun series would be a clue series, to where you have to open it up and you'd have the cards, the 3 cards, some is clue, 3 cards, 4 cards. And you'd have to go to all the caches to find out what cards aren't there. And the final, you'd have that would give you the code to the final one.
That would be cool.
But that'd be a fun series to do.
That would be.
Okay, well, I don't know. Lots of different options. Figure it out. I'm going to have to get together.
I have an idea, a couple ideas, and it's a combination of maybe some things I've shown, and now I'll actually do something with it. I don't know, but I got to get the ammo can in first. So I'll have to get that ordered tonight, and so we can see what's going to happen. I generally do my builds on Tuesday. And so that's I have till next Tuesday to come up with a plan before I start building, generally. So
the clue series would be fun if so before Adventure Labs, there used to be lab caches where you had physical things, and that would have been perfect for any kind of a mystery event, or even any event that you would have to go find all these adventure labs or lab caches to actually get the final. But anyway, I like that idea. That'd be fun. How many would it take? What if we could hide them around the Shelby Farms?
Probably, but yeah.
It's only 4 weeks away. You got time?
Yeah, why not? Sleep's overrated, and they're closed at dark. So we'll. I mean, I like the idea. I like the clue series. That would be really neat to do.
This is how a lot of my ideas go. I start with an idea, but then as I'm building it, it gets off track so far that it ends up being a completely different idea by the time it's done being built. So anyhow, well, that's cool.
All right, so here's what we got. So kind of start doing a recap as we're getting close to ending for tonight or today, whenever you're watching this. So we're going to be working in the plastic ammo can. It's a larger ammo can. It's 13 and a quarter inside and 9 inches wide.
Yes.
So 13 and a quarter long, wide, as you can see there on the screen. But that's for our audio listeners. It's a plastic ammo can. And we're going to be using dials of some sort to unlock it. How deep is that? Is that about
4 inches?
4 inches deep? Okay. Dials to unlock it. And Chad's doing an electrical, and I'm doing mechanical.
Well, sounds good. Let me see if I can find
what
it
we're
here.
doing.
So link up. Yeah.
And now we got to figure out the puzzle that's going to be able to give the combination to what we want to, how we're going to open it. So really what we need to decide if it's going to, all of it's going to open up, or if it's just going to part of it, or none of it, or if it's going to open up in a hinge, what's going to happen. So DS Mavis says Colonel Mustard in the library with the lead pipe. So the clue idea, I like the clue idea. I really do. There's several different ideas that are running around in my head, but I'm kind of thinking along a line of one, and I'll tell you after we're off air. Chad kind of bounced the idea off you. And who knows, Gary probably will jump on too, as he usually does after the show. But I have an idea of what would be really cool, and be a lot of fun.
So Gary's jumping on now.
There. He just jumped on now, but I'm not going to bring him on yet.
No, he's going to spill some beans or something. We don't want that.
Unless he's got some, he doesn't have any beans.
He'll spill our puzzle beans or something.
He'll spill some puzzle beans because some beans came in last couple days for Cache Fest, but we're not going to spill. Gary's waving me off, saying no beans, no beans. That's fine. I got to dive tomorrow. I don't need beans anyways. That's not good for coming back up. Anyway.
Messing with your buoyancy?
Well, I don't like stomach squeezes. They hurt. You got to ascend and let it out, and then come, or descend and let it out and then go back up. So, oh yes. Okay. Thanks, Andrew. Next week, we're going to have MacGyver and Flo, Mini Mag, and Bell on the Move. We're going to be talking about 4 mega builds. So like, there's a mega, there's a mega coming into California, and we're talking about.
No, it already happened.
Builds. Oh, okay. So
it was about a month ago.
Okay. So we're going to be talking about the builds and stuff like that were at the mega there in California. But they're going to be on the show next week, the 21st. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So gives us a little bit of a breather to kind of figure out exactly what we're doing, Chad, and gets that ammo can to me, and I can kind of get some measurements and get some ideas and what's going to happen in there. But Bell on the Move, MacGyver and Flo, Mini Mag are all going to be on the show next week. So you don't want to miss that. We're going to I love having guests on the show, getting to talk to them. And who knows, we may bounce some ideas off their heads too, as we're doing this as well. So,
yeah, that'll be fun. So anyways, make sure you tune in. It's going to be a blast. So, and if you went to the event, that mega event, I'd love to see you in the chat and talk about what your experience finding these caches was. Yeah,
I would too. So don't forget, if you have a cache that you want to share with us, or that you have an idea of what we're doing on this build of the dial mechanical system. I'm doing the mechanical, Chad's doing electrical. You can always send us an email at gadgettalkpodcast@gmail.com. Or, of course, you can always tag us on Instagram at Gadget Talk Podcast. We'd love to hear from you. I'm looking forward to this build now. I've had some ideas of some stuff. And this is going to be kind of a crossover. I will be showing some stuff on Behind the Cache as I'm doing the build. Maybe a little shorter snippets of different stuff, kind of different aspects as I'm going through it, how I'm adding things in. So it's going to be a series, but it's also going to be tag teamed with us here. And of course, the 28th, I won't be building, so it's not next week, but the week after. I will be in Bristol, Tennessee. I'll join as best as I can. But Gary, I'll probably have to have you on standby. I'll join best as I can from my phone, because I don't know what signal's going to be like up there. But I'll be doing a dive cache on there as well. Up there, this is going to be a lot of fun. So
okay, and also just to remind people that if you go to the website, to the cache, the network website, I can't think of it now. Geocache Talk. We have crates that are still on there, or kits.
Coins.
So make sure you go on there and order those.
Oh yeah, crates, coins, kits. Yeah, go buy kits for like the different
we have. Sorry.
Right, so the Simon, the face,
right
and those on there, you can go and purchase those through the store as well. So yeah.
Yes, and I have a new one here that I need to do a spoiler on, but maybe another time.
All right, yeah, we're out of time tonight, so we can't do that tonight. So
we got 2 minutes.
1 minute now. So, but I really want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for the interaction that y'all had in the comments. That really helped us come up with kind of what we're going to be doing. Really do appreciate that. As Tom always says, go smush that like button in there, or give us a thumbs up on Facebook, wherever you're watching, wherever you're listening even. Comment below. Let us know. Thanks. Just let us know what you really think of this. We really do appreciate you. And those that are patrons really do appreciate you as well, and all our sponsors. Just thank you very much. So, Chad, I'm looking forward to this, and we will get building on this, but don't miss next week when we have MacGyver and Flo, Mini Mag, and Bell on the Move on with us next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, all right, everybody.
Sounds good. Good night, everybody.
Good night.